80 megs, dude.
Hey, welcome back to the Punch Kids.
Yeah.
Javid,
Talk to me. Talk to me, boy.
I've got a query for you.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Hmm?
If I had a magic wand,
Yeah.
consider me your Harry Potter.
Uh-huh. You are my Harry Potter, Dave.
Oh, that's really sweet, man. Thank you. And I said, Jav, you can live pre-internet
Mm-hmm.
or post-internet. What do you choose? When I say pre-internet, I'm talking about like pre-available internet to the public.
Yeah. So there's two sides.
Yeah. Give me a straight answer. Just give me your sides.
Okay,
give me
yeah.
a straight answer first.
Straight answer. Wait, was it past and present?
Yeah.
I'd live in the present.
Okay. Cool.
Reason is because I know how to do that,
Yeah, sure.
and because I don't know what the heck I'd do without the internet.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what I mean. So there's two things being affected by that.
Yeah.
First one is relationships.
Yep.
The second one is industry.
Yep.
So relationships obviously have changed because of social media in the way that we communicate. We can talk to people across the ocean
Yeah.
in one click.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's less importance on face-to-face interaction.
Yeah.
And because I was in a time where I experienced life without the internet,
Mm-hmm.
I value the importance of that.
Yeah. Sure.
I value the importance of face-to-face interaction.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me that would love to go back just to have that, where it was like, you call someone up on the landline.
Yeah.
And book a time and a place, and you actually stick to it, and you go meet that person. But then the other flip side is what the internet has allowed me to do, as far as networking, all the tutorials that I've ever watched on
Sure.
how to make things. It's just incredible. So I think I'd be. I just don't know how to do life without the internet, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a hard question. I definitely romanticize about the past and what my relationships looked like.
Yeah, sure.
Plus, I was single back then and not a parent.
Yeah. Back then,
that's obviously
that was a while ago, man. Dude, yeah.
Well, the internet for me.
When did the internet start for you? When did you start absorbing yourself in the internet?
It started to happen late high school. So even grade 12.
Wow. That's pretty late, man.
Yeah, well that was 2004 for me.
Yeah.
I didn't really rely on the internet in grade 12. There was nothing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was nothing really on the internet that I was interested in.
Yeah.
I can't even really obviously YouTube wasn't around then. So video is king.
Yeah.
Here in 2016.
Yeah.
But didn't really exist.
Yeah.
2004. Yeah, so it wasn't a huge part of my life then. I think it really started to come in 2005, 2006. Man, I remember it was just blowing my mind at the stuff that I was able to watch when YouTube came. So many live videos of bands.
Sure.
I remember doing this one night of just video after video after video of me without you.
Yeah, right.
Just this massive rabbit hole chain of just live bands recording, bands that I can never see, and maybe it's because I'm in Australia. I can actually see half these bands. Yeah. So watching these bands live was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
it just blew my mind. So that was 2005, 2006 when it really started to. Wait, where did YouTube come in?
I don't know, man.
That's 10 years ago, right?
I have no idea. Honestly, don't remember that. I don't remember the start of YouTube.
Well, I remember we used to
I remember YouTube without ads.
oh, fully, yeah.
Like, and I remember when YouTube videos couldn't be longer than like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
They
yeah. There
upload
was
videos longer than 10 minutes.
it couldn't be longer than 10 minutes
Yeah.
or bigger than 100 meg
Ah, man.
per video. Yeah, dude, good memory.
Yeah,
It was ages ago.
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. What about you? When did the internet really become a thing?
For me, it would have been. Yeah, dude, it would have been about 2004 as well. But hang
on a sec. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that thing we just talked about.
No, that's okay.
You've got a dash meter in the top left.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's for
You
your like,
serious?
continual dashes. Yeah.
When would you ever deplete that whole thing?
I don't know.
Sorry, man.
You're right. Mine would have been about 2004. But you're 4 years older than me, right?
Am I?
Yeah, I think you are.
Cool.
So you're 3 years older than me or 4 years older than me. Anyway. Yeah. So you're like 4 years. Somewhere between 4 and 5.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, can we bleep that out? Because I can't put my
Yeah, okay.
D-Day on. Oh yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah,
middle
sorry.
name before that as well. I remember.
Bleep that bad boy.
Yeah. So I mean, you're a bit older than me. Like 60, 70 years older than me. That was a joke.
Oh man, so Steph she's only like 3 years older than me,
Yeah.
but man, I just tease her all the time. That, like, anyway.
Yeah. So I think I'm about around 4 years younger than you.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But so 2004 is when I was really getting into the internet.
Yep.
And that was with RuneScape.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, man. Dude.
Epic.
But like I have I think around then I can't remember if we still had dial-up then.
Far out.
I don't.
Man, I remember we had dial-up.
Yeah.
Now, I mentioned this on a previous episode.
Yeah.
We had an 80 meg cap. 80 megs, dude.
80 megs.
I mean,
Can you imagine having an 80 meg cap now?
dude, I mean, like I've got unlimited now, which is nuts,
Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy.
but dude, what can you do with it? 80 meg? You can't do anything.
80 meg.
Like maybe a few MP3s
No.
or like
Really?
a few Word doc.
Like you
Word
can
docs?
do a few, definitely lots of Word docs, but like you can watch like 30 seconds of a YouTube video. Or like
Dude, what a time, hey.
you could open maybe like I don't know. Like I honestly don't know. Like
Yeah.
what can you do?
I was
That's like
exaggerating.
less than a tenth of a gig.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and especially because we're on terabytes now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
Hard to
terabyte
fathom.
is
Yeah.
now a thing. I remember when terabytes came in.
Dude.
Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
a terabyte.
A terabyte hard drive was like
It was the big, yeah.
Oh,
Even like, I remember that a gig coming in.
yeah.
Especially when we used to have like 3 or 4 meg little flash drives.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, so I think you do like 4 megs on a floppy disk.
Was it 4 megs to a floppy disk?
I think so. And then we had a flash drive.
There was definitely
like,
8 meg CDs, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you did like 80 meg CDs. You could fit a
Yeah.
whole album on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I feel like flash drives maybe weren't
Yeah.
until kind of later. But then like the meg sizes were increasing. You could get like, I remember having like they had like a 200 meg hard drive.
Yeah.
Like external drive.
Dude, imagine in 10 years what that progression will be like.
Yeah.
Like if we listen back to this episode in 10 years and like, oh yeah, like I've got a couple like terabyte hard drive now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like maybe like, I don't know, maybe we'd be, what?
A petabyte?
Sam's, yeah. I don't know. So how many terabytes in a petabyte? 1,000 terabytes.
1,000 terabytes.
Holy crap.
And
Man.
yeah, dude. I feel like I'm not sure how close that is because I bought a 2 terabyte drive.
Yeah.
From the store the other day. That's kind of a lot. Like you've got 2 terabytes. I think the max is 4 terabyte.
Man, but technology goes like.
Oh man, it's screaming along.
I am waiting for. Oh, dude, excuse me, it's getting late. But I'm waiting for USB Type C to be completely standard in everything.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty keen actually. I'm hankering for those faster charging times.
Yeah.
Damn faster data transfer rates. Classic, man. All about that data transfer speed. But so going back to those CDs that we were talking about before, so
yeah,
the 80 meg CDs. I ran into an old friend at a cafe the other day. And like I haven't seen him since. Oh man, probably I haven't seen him for like 10 years.
Dude.
It was crazy. And we were like when we were hanging out, we were like best friends, right? And then something happened and I guess we just stopped hanging out. Went on different life paths and
yeah.
And that was that. But he was, I think he was living overseas for a while. Then he was living in Western Australia, but he was back here. He was in the same place at the same time. So we sat down for about half an hour and we just like caught up. And my most vivid memory with this guy, and this was his memory as well, is we were both really into music, which is why we got on so well. And his uncle or something every month would come visit the home and like load up their computer with like all these songs that and albums that he'd download from LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire, man.
And like thousands and thousands of songs.
Yeah.
And so every month he would like load up my friend's computer, and then every month we'd like sit down on a Saturday morning until like Saturday afternoon, going through songs, listening to what we like. And
so good.
Like I'd be in charge of buying, like, you know how you could buy those blank CDs?
Yeah.
I'd be in charge of buying the blank CDs, and we'd make our own compilation albums, but we'd also like burn all albums onto the CDs.
Yeah.
And then I'd rip them onto my iTunes and just listen to music all the time, and like we'd just repeat the process all the time. And I discovered some of like my like bands that I still listen to today.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever heard City in Colour and Alexis on Fire was through that. Who else did, like, Brand New, Taking Back Sunday?
Yeah.
They were bands that I discovered through that stuff.
That's rad. Man, I used to have Winamax. Did you ever?
Nah.
It was pretty much the same thing as LimeWire. Like you just look up a file, you download it. Right. But I don't know how it happened, but I was downloading these songs.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the internet at the time, I had to cancel them. Mm-hmm. I had so many songs that were like half finished.
Yeah.
And so whenever I hear that song again, as soon as it because I was a kid, it's imprinted in my mind. I was listening to those tracks so much.
Yeah.
When I hear that song again, and the song, because it plays past the point
where you recorded,
it's such an exciting feeling of that I finally get to hear that, even though I've heard that song now 100 times, the full thing.
Yeah.
Whenever it just crosses that moment of what I used to have on my computer, Oh man,
Man,
when like something for Kate, like an Australian band,
yeah,
had like
very cool, man.
a few of their
it's all
songs
good,
was just half finished though every time they play. Yeah.
Dude, there's this brand new album. I can't remember what it's like. Latin. It's like Sic Gloria Transis, whatever. I think I don't know. That's the album name. It's got like a astronaut on the front cover, and
Yeah.
it's like orange. So I thought I had the whole album, but there was like a track in the middle that I never had because of this like.
Yeah, right.
So we were listening to it. I don't know in what context, but listening to the actual legit album, and yeah, this track came on. I realized that wow, like for all these years I thought I had the full album, but really I was missing a song. Sucks. It's not a good feeling.
So what does that mean now? Like when you hear the song, is it like
I don't have the same.
mean something special? Okay.
Well, actually, I love Brand New, man. Everything they do is, man, they've got a new song out, which is also very cool. Although, no, I take that back because they released an album called Daisy. Daisy wasn't really a good album. Daisy was not a great album, but I'll forgive them because they released one of my favorite albums of all time.
Speaking of brand new,
I know where you're going with this.
was that good?
That was good. That was pretty good. Like, I want to say that I'm impressed, but I don't want to inflate ego further than it already is.
It's pretty inflated.
It's a huge ego.
I live in a state of inflation.
You are the most ego-driven douchebag.
So, dude, I think we're about to fight the boss. So this is a perfect place to cut. On the next episode, we will fight this fire demon thing, I think.
Dude, I'm scared. Let's do this.
All right, bye.